I have the Sultan of Silver here, and I want to show you 3 different straight razors and how to load the razors in them. Some people call them shavettes. I call them straight razors. Doesn't matter to me. When I do a shave with them, it's a straight razor shave. But let me show you how to load the razors into them the proper way. Stay tuned. Alright, here I am. I'm going to show you how to use, or at least how to load, 3 different razors. The first one is going to be a shavette. This is a Dovo shavette. I've been using these for about 7 or 8 years. This is very similar to the one that I used when I worked in the damn mall. Okay, I'm going to show you how to load this first. The second one is going to be my favorite razor of all time, and this is based upon a feather razor or Kai razor type of engineering. Very simple. It's a non-folding razor. It is my favorite. This is called a Camurri blade, and I guess maybe I'll do a tutorial on this particular kind of blade. It takes a lot of skill, because if you don't have the skill, you can really hurt somebody or yourself if you don't know how to use this particular one. That'll be the second one. Then the third one is the typical razor that you see in a lot of barber shops today. Now, I don't have any blades in there, but this is just like your typical stainless steel razor that's easily cleaned, sterilized, disinfected, and so forth. So, all right, I'm going to show you how to load all 3. Pardon my my dry skin here. So, believe it or not, I used to be a hand model at one time. Cameras used to zoom in on me as I squeezed lemons and limes into drinks in restaurant commercials. Isn't that weird? All right, so let's take a look at the Dovo shavette. This is pretty much a no-brainer. You can't, it's actually, you have to work hard to cut yourself with this here. It's a folding razor. People call them shavettes. I still call them straight razors. I don't care what anyone says. Actually, you know what? This right here, this is a real straight razor. This is a straight razor. That's the real deal right there. But let's just take a look at these shavettes. This is what I use when I create the lines on my goatee and mustache right now with my new style. So we'll put that down. This type of thing, the shavette, like I said, if you're going to start out with straight razors, this is probably the type to get. I'm going to put the links down below so you can purchase these if you want. What they do is they take a blade and it goes into an insert, and there's different kinds of inserts. There's green inserts for really longer blades. There is a black guarded insert that has like little bumps on it, so the blade actually never touches the skin. I don't have that here with me to show you. The derby blades, these are half blades. Okay, open that up. Watch. Open that up, and what it is, it's literally half of a razor blade. Okay? And that can go like this. There's little nubs. I don't know if you can see them here. There's little nubs in there where these little indentations right here fit into the nubs like that. And it positions it perfect, and it's flexible. So you just kind of bend it a little bit and you'll get the muscle memory down. Then you close it up. Now you can see how the blade is emerging just a little bit from that. There we go. That's a good view. And then what you do is you just slide that in like that. And then there you have your blade for shaving. The other way of doing this, and it's cheaper too. I like buying the half blades. Some people like buying the whole blades. Let me take this out, and I'm going to put that back in there. You remember seeing these probably with your grandfather, where, you know, the blade comes out like that. I'm going to put that back in there because I don't want to take that out of there. But here's a whole blade right here. Comes in like these little stiff paper, cardboard kind of things. Opens up. Now what you have in there is a whole blade. There's a whole razor blade in there. Never snap it in half. They snap in half like a potato chip. They're so easy. So I don't want you to cut yourself, so you always snap it in half while it's in the paper. So we just kind of go like this. Watch. Watch. Now listen close. See? Sounds like a potato chip. You open it up, and bingo! You have half a blade. The other half is in here. You can store it away for future use. Same exact thing. You're going to load that in here just like this. These work nice. One of the reasons why they work nice is because this little piece right here is bent up a little bit, and it grips the plastic piece that closes over the top of it. So it'll move less. That's my experience. So let's load that dog in there. There you go. Now you can shave any one you want with this. Well, I'll shave my arm. Watch. Watch. See? There we go. I used to have bald arms because I was always shaving my arms in demonstrations all the time. I hope this really helps you making a choice. What I don't want you to do is go and spend, a lot of money on something like this, which could really hurt you. Until you get the angle, the pressure, and the muscle memory down, the best thing to do is to purchase this type of blade. And of course, me being in the industry and doing thousands of shaves and shape-ups and everything in my lifetime, I'm not allowed legally to use the same blade from one person to the next. So what I do is take this out, throw the blade out, disinfect it, and then I swap it out with another one. So it's always nice. With the way blood-borne pathogens are, you never want to use a dirty blade from one person to the next. Or I should say a used blade from one person to the next. All right, so that's your first one right there. Your second one is going to be this. This is your typical stainless steel blade, shavette. Some people call them shavettes or blade holders. You'll notice it has a little thing that folds over like that. What is it folding over on? See that? It's two pieces. These two pieces separate. Now there's no blade in here, so there's no way I'm going to cut myself. They separate. See that? And they kind of come together. Now the blade goes in there, and I'll show you how. And it rests in there like this. And then you lift this up just a little bit, and then move it over until you hear a click. There we go. And then fold that thing over, and it closes the two pieces together. You see that? That's in there firm. I like this because the blade isn't emerging a lot from the edge. If the blade is out too far, it wobbles when it goes across the skin. So let's just do it. This is pretty cheap. Like this right here, this Dovo, that probably goes for about $50. This right here, you can get them for about $10. I'm not kidding you. They're very, very cheap. All right, so let's take a look at the third type. We have the Dovo shavette. Let me fix that camera. I've never done this kind of angle before. This one here, which it's okay. It's not bad. A lot of people use it. One of the things I do like about it is the weight. You want to have some weight. One of the things I don't like about the Dovo is that it's so light. And really, you have to use pressure to shave people. You got to create your own pressure. This right here, the weight is incredible. It's stainless steel, it's heavy, it's nice. But my favorite razor of all time is the CJB Camurri blade. What this is the end of it. This is made after the old Japanese Camurris, which were all one piece. This right here pinches. Watch. When I pinch it, can you see that? It opens up just a little bit. See that? And this piece, I push down on it and it slides off. There we go. So let me just put it back together again. I'll show you something. There we go. Now this is my favorite razor to shave people or to line people up. Favorite razor of all time. I use Kai blades. These are expensive. They come out to about, I don't know, about $1.10 a blade. They're injector blades. They come out like this. I'm going to pull this out because I can put it back in there, but I'm not going to use it. Watch, I'm going to pull that out. Boom. Put that down. Now, these things are surgical sharp. This is like a scalpel. This sucker here you will cut somebody or cut yourself and not even be aware of it. That's how damn sharp they are. And it'll make the cleanest cut. When used properly by a skilled person, it gives the closest shave you've ever seen. So, this is how I load it. I pinch this and I put it right in there like that. There we go. Can you see that? The blade is not emerging very far from that. There we go. And to me, that is my favorite blade to use, man. This is the blade that made me famous. Right here. Got almost 1 million hits on my shaving video. All right, so let me just pinch this. Take this blade out. One of the things I like about the Kai blades is that the very corners, I don't know if you can see this. Let me put it against my skin so you can see. See, the very corners of that blade are rounded. They're not sharp. They don't come to they're not a point at all. So that makes them almost foolproof. So let me put that down. So we have the 3 different blades. Now what you don't want to do is take, for instance, let's see, what has a blade left in it? This has a blade left in it. Let me separate that. You need the injector blades or this type of, you need the Kai or feather blades for the Camurri razor. Now let me try putting in half of a blade in this. People think like they're going to save money and do a shortcut. Now watch this. Now look how much that blade is sticking out. That sucker is going to wobble as it's going across the skin. You're not only going to irritate the skin, you're going to hurt the person, and I guarantee you're going to cut them. So never ever use half of a razor or the half razor style in the Camurri blades. You pinch this, pull this out. Now, Persona makes a hair shaper. Let's take a look. You've seen these little injectors. They sell these they used to sell these. Now they sell them only in beauty supply stores. So you kind of push that blade out. Okay. Now is it the same as the Kai or feather razor? Let's take a look. Thickness wise. It's about the same. Okay. It's not going to emerge from the blade any differently. But as far as length is concerned, look at that. The blades that are made to be used in this are longer. But this blade is meant to be in a hair shaper, which is just like a thing that you help texturize hair with. Watch when I put this, and this was from my own personal experimentation, when I put that in the CJB. Again, it doesn't emerge that much, but it doesn't go the whole length. So the shaving swath is not going to be as wide as it would be with the razors that are made for it. And I don't know if you can see, let me just put it against my darker skin here. You can see, let me see. Now you really can't see it. Maybe, let me try this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. How's this sound? Can you look at the corners of that razor? They're a little sharper, aren't they? They're not rounded. That's why these razors are not meant for shaving. You really, really need to use the proper blades and the proper tools. It makes a big difference. So we went over the Dovo shavette and the proper blade that goes in it. We went over the Amazon, eBay. Let me put these here. The Amazon, eBay type of straight razor. And we'll goes in it. It's not a bad one to start out with. And then the Camurri blade, which is my favorite of all time, and the blade that goes in that. Can you see that? There we go. I hope that helps. I'm going to show you the three things. Number one, pressure, angle, and what controls both of those things when you are using a straight razor is muscle memory. Remember that. Pressure, angle, muscle memory. Those are the things that are going to make the difference between a good shave and a bad shave. And what I mean by that is, for instance, let's say this is someone's face. I lay that flat, lift it up just a little bit, and then I start my shaving, okay? I know what angle, I know what pressure is needed to cut this. And after you do it a few times, I guess it's like riding a bike. You never forget, because what happens is, contrary to what many people think who've never used straight razors, is you end up shaving by feel and not by sight. You shave by the feedback that the hair and the whiskers and the skin and the cutting gives back to you as you're cutting. It's all about the actual, you know, when you press the digits on your phone, it's called haptic feedback. It's almost similar to that. The feedback from the razor or through the razor to your hand is so important. That's why I've always told people I can shave blindfolded, even though it's more of a stunt than anything else. The idea is pressure, angle, and then doing it through muscle memory. All right. Thanks for watching. Links are going to be below. If you're thinking of buying a straight razor, go with this one here. As a professional, I'm begging you right now, this one here is almost hard to cut yourself. If you line up your own goatee, mustache, beard, or whatever, this is the way to go. All right, thanks a lot. It's called a Dovo shavette. Appreciate you watching.